let me down.
Hello, you beautiful creatures. My name is Phoenix Sonning, and this is part 2 to the collab with Tensei What Ifs. If you have not seen his part 1, it is linked in the description. If you have not watched it, go watch it now, then come back to this, and we'll see how it goes. Second thing, the shout out to the Sage of 6 Jets. He's the only person that I saw, or the first person that I saw, because a few others said it after, that he guessed the person I'm collabing with. So there you go, my man. Go check out his stuff, go sub to him, or whatever. Just show him some love in the comments for being clever and getting this right. Alright, and so Tensei left off with Naruto and Iruka and the third Hokage, Sarutobi, sitting on the roof after Naruto had summoned his T-Rex and poofed away. Iruka had convinced Sarutobi to give Naruto some instructors and help him train to strengthen his contract of the summoning. And so these 3 instructors are going to be Asuma, Kakashi, and Anko, because Kakashi has the dog summon, Asuma has the monkey summon. If he doesn't in the canon, he does now, because Sarutobi has the monkey summon, and I'm saying that he passed it on to his son. So, and Anko has the snake summon because of Orochimaru. And so Naruto is almost graduating the academy at this point that we're picking up on. It is a few months after the incident on part 1, and every day Naruto has been training with his 3 instructors, trying to strengthen the bond. With Kakashi, he trains in strengthening the his chakra, so the summons can stay out longer, be controlled more freely, and be stronger. With Anko, she is training him with how to summon them easily, how to easily summon them with will, and without having to pour too much chakra into it. And Asuma is teaching him how to summon other dinosaurs or creatures from this contract besides just the boss T-Rex. And so with all 3 of this training, Naruto had pretty much mastered summoning jutsu. But he still needs a little bit more to go until he's called a summon master, which is a thing now, because why want it to be? And so he has a few tips off from being a summon master or a beast master. If that is from something else, I just thought it sounds cool, but I'm pretty sure there's other animes with that. Yeah, so no one else knows about Naruto's summonings, about the ancient dinosaurs that sometimes roam around the forest from Naruto, summoning them and strengthening his bond with all the creatures and dinosaurs that come out of the seal. And at this point, Naruto had a medic besides someone almost as good as Tsunade infuse the bone. The bone itself wasn't special. It's the spirit of the animal inside the bone. They somehow found a way to inform the spirit into Naruto's hand. And so he now has a kanji on his hand saying summon. And it wraps around all the way around his arm. So it just looks like he has a tattoo. But it's a summoning. All he needs to do is just nick a little blood off his thumb and rub it down the seal and think of who he wants to summon from the dinosaur world, and they will be summoned. Alright, enough explaining. So, Naruto gets out of school. The next day is graduation. Naruto's able to work himself up from, he's able to work himself so he's no longer the dead last. He's actually the second best. So far, Kiba is the dead last now, because forget Kiba. But he is now the second best behind Sasuke, and that's how it's going to go. Naruto will be walking home from school the day before the exam, thinking, this is great. I'm able to summon almost every creature inside the seal. I'll be able to get everyone I need in case I need them. Speaking of which, Naruto says this as he runs into the forest and grabs a kunai from his pouch, just slicing open a tiny cut on his index finger, where he just runs his bloody finger, down the seal and onto his hand, where he thinks of Tracy, the pterodactyl. I'm saying Tracy because it sounds like pterodactyl, because it sounds like a T, but pterodactyl starts with a P. Oh well. And so Tracy the pterodactyl, he thinks of her and beholds a giant poof of smoke where a 7-foot tall female, blue and green, very beautiful blue and green scales and dark, deep black claws and beautiful yellow eyes, looked down on him and asked, "What do you need, Naruto?" Sorry, Tracy, but can I just go for a flight? I need to clear my head. I want to think about some stuff. And so Tracy just shrugs and then stretches out her wings, and you see a little saddle, because that's mainly what she sees for is transportation. And of course, she knows she's perfectly fine with this. It's what she's made the summon for. And so Naruto gets onto the little saddle he has that's made to fit him, and she just flaps once, and they're almost hundreds of feet in the air. Now, no one can see them because the Hokage put a genjutsu up, making sure no one sees him as he just flies around flies around the village and areas around it, making sure there's not an enemy attacking. He won't get shot down with a fire jutsu. Or God forbid someone has a lightning jutsu and just strikes them down. So, yeah, that would not be pleasant, would it? Imagine just flying on your pet pterodactyl and then bam, hit with lightning. Oh well, y'all know I get off course too much. Back on course. So Naruto is just sitting up there thinking, I hope I do pass. I've trained so hard just to make sure I'm not dead last, and make sure I'm going to become a genin and a shinobi and protect everyone and never give up and become the Hokage, because that's my ninja way. that cliche, he says as he taps Tracy down and they land. She poofs up into smoke, and Naruto reverse summons himself. If you don't know, reverse summoning is a thing where a summoner can take his way into the summoning world, like Mount Mabuku from the Toad summon. Now the ancient dinosaur summoning. The area is a vast land of many hills and trees. It's pretty much what the Jurassic era looked like, but it has every dinosaur in it. And he pretty much has access to every dinosaur that ever lived, even a megalodon. God, that's gonna be dangerous. And so, Naruto is just, he always goes there because he decided he doesn't want to live in the village anymore. Now, everyone who knows about his summoning also knows that Naruto lives in the Jurassic era, because that is what they decided to call the reverse summoning place. So Naruto decided to live in the Jurassic era, and train even more with the dinosaurs. And everyone said it's okay, it'll be fine, he'll be safe there. And worst case scenario, he accidentally gets eaten. But I doubt someone will eat their master. You never know. But Naruto has the strongest bond he's created is with the boss summon, the T-Rex. Lucy. Lucy is a male, but it's short for Lucikai. There you go. Naruto is best friends with him. He is one of Naruto's only friends. And since Lucikai, or Lucy, whichever you prefer, can sense chakra, that's one of his many things. He can sense chakra, he can sense massive amounts of area. He's pretty much a sensor, shinobi summon. And so he could, when he first met Naruto, he didn't say it, he didn't speak it, but he could sense the demon chakra inside of him, or Kurama. And so Lucy has been silently helping Naruto, not letting anyone else know that he's helping Naruto train to be able to gain and use the power of the Nine Tails inside of him. Alright. And then the next day, yes, I'm leaving it there. The next day, Naruto goes out and becomes a genin. He passes the test and everything. Just no wonders, no questions asked. Everyone knows he's been working hard to become almost the strongest. He's been the strongest. He passes. Now, everyone is told to wait for their senseis, and Naruto had a little inside knowledge that it is Kakashi, because Kakashi told him at one of their trainings. He said, "Alright, Naruto, so the third has enlisted me as your sensei, so don't be surprised and act like you know. Don't act like you know me. It's our trainings were supposed to be a secret, so act like I'm a random person you're not allowed to know." Naruto just bowed at this and said, "Hi, sensei." Sorry, my grandmother decided to call me, and you can't ignore your grandmother when she calls, or she calls your mother and you get endless yelling at you. So, Naruto just sits down and waits along with Sasuke and Sakura and, my bad, mispronounced her name, with Sasuke and Uselessness, as they are waiting for another 4 hours for Kakashi, obviously. Kakashi shows up. Naruto smiles and then realizes, wait, I'm not supposed to know him. And takes a small bag, walks up to him and starts yelling, "Where were you? You're supposed to be here 4 hours ago." As Naruto, of course, knew about Kakashi's habit of being extremely tardy, he just acted like he didn't. And Kakashi just scratched his back of his head and said, "Oh well, whatever, maybe at the top of the roof." And then they all meet him. 2 minutes later, Kakashi just sitting there, and they're all going around sharing their deepest, not secrets, their desires. Kakashi says, "My desires are too weird for y'all to understand this age. I've reached all my goals in life." Emo. Sasuke, Emo King, says to kill a certain man. "I like training and I hate the blonde." The piece of the trash bag says, "I like Sasuke, Naruto's okay, and my desires are to marry Sasuke and become a strong Kunoichi." Naruto, the favorite blonde, says, My goal is to become one of the very few Beastmasters in the world. It is a very select and dire group that only a certain 3 are in right now. Those are 3 legendary Sannin with their summons: the snake, the toad, and the slug. I will soon join their ranks as the 4th Beastmaster with my beast summoning. My dinosaur summoning. And of course my goal, also one of my other goals, is to become Hokage. And says, I like training, I like spending time in the Jurassic era with my friends, and that's it. Kakashi nods, knowing this already. Sasuke, I'm being too mean. And Sakura, look at him weirdly. Kakashi says, "Alright, fine, meet me, train ground 7 Mile, don't eat breakfast or you will throw up," as he shinswings away and saying, "Alright, I guess we gotta go. So bye everyone." Naruto says as he puffs away in the smoke, reverse summoning back to his little shack that he built in the Jurassic era. Sasuke and Sakura just look at each other weirdly and walk away. No, that's actually where I'm leaving it. Tensei, congratulations, dude. I love doing this collab with you. Hit me up in the future if you ever want to do it again. If y'all are anime YouTubers or whatever, I'm always open to a collab if I'm not busy or I'm not working on one at a time. I'm always open to one. Just DM me on Discord. You can find my Discord if you join my Discord as well. Down there in the bottom description, check it out. Always thank God for this wonderful thumbnail. It looks amazing. Show them some love also. And Sage of 6 Jets, congratulations for the shout out. I'll also pin you down in the comments. And have a wonderful life. Be good people.